What the heck has been going on, HamsterBomb? I want my videos! Well, all 7 of you out there, let me tell you what's been going on. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. So, yes, there's been a lot that's been going on lately. The 2 big issues were compounding on top of a lot of other little stuff. I had a lot of stuff inside to do, like I had to disassemble an entire couch, and by disassemble I mean, well, anyway, so I've been kind of busy, but anyway, my concussion is almost completely healed now. You can hear I am talking at my regular speed once again. The only thing messed up is my dietary track's always been a goofy, but it's okay. I'm getting over it. It's gonna be all right. So, you can probably tell, actually on this camera, it's not that easy to see. There used to be a big pink spot here with all the fresh skin, and that is finally healed over. I still have a huge scar on my side down here from when I smacked myself real hard, but hey, I'm healing. That's fine. Why are the videos still not coming on, Mr. Bombster? Well, you see, there was another problem going on where I couldn't actually edit my videos for a long time. Still technically going on now. I was contacting the company who I was making the videos with, the new program, because I had up until like last year, year before, I was using Premiere Pro for almost everything, except if you go all the way back to like the Ocarina Hero days, when I was using a program called Sony Vegas to edit instead. And Premiere, Adobe stuff, they just wanted to switch you over to paying everything monthly or annually, and they keep changing the prices, and it gets higher and higher, and their service always kind of sucks. But at least it was like the only option I could at the time. So we couldn't afford to do something like that. Honestly, we're barely making it paycheck to paycheck lately. So like, this is really tough for me to do. I'm trying to do a lot of stay-home homeschooling prep for my daughter, and she's 3. Believe me, that's really tough. But hopefully that will work out okay. It's just taking a lot of my time and energy, and videos have kind of started to fall by the wayside a bit because of this big problem with editing. And the problem was, for some reason, whenever I was editing a video of mine, I would move, say it's like a 30-minute long clip. I'll go down to like 5 minutes in, 10 minutes, 30 minutes in, and the syncing will be completely off of what I'm saying. And it's obnoxious. So I can't even edit it if I render it from there. Like I'm cutting all at the wrong times. The rendering, it's all everything's messed up. So it never used to do this. So I had no idea what was wrong. I was contacting the company about this, and the company at first was trying to come back and forth and ask me for stuff, but usually they were asking for things that I'd already provided them had they just read the admittedly kind of lengthy description of my problem. I wanted to make sure up front they had all the specs on my computer. They knew everything that I was doing. Like, here's the video clips, here's the stats for the video clips, I recorded it with this. Why is it not working? And then crickets. They just stopped talking to me. So I didn't really know what was the deal with that. And like I said, was super busy, so I kind of just had to stop making videos for a while. My scripts were finished, but like I didn't know, like I couldn't do anything. And lately, like just this past week, I realized something by doing my own edit, my own research, trying to figure this out on my own, because these people would, by the way, I'm gonna call them out for it. I mentioned Sony Vegas at the top of this because that same company is no longer owned by Sony. Someone else independently bought them, and now it's called Magix. Okay, yeah, kind of corny. Magix. And I have Pro 15 or something like that. And so it's like a one-time purchase. I don't have to keep paying annually like a service for this stinking thing, even though, because clearly I'm not getting a friggin' service out of this. They're not doing their damn job. So this program is just suddenly, it just stopped working. Windows update, I don't know what it was. Something broke it, and it's just not working anymore. And I realized something when I was trying to edit a video to demonstrate the problem to them, because they weren't, responding to me. And I realized that a video that does not have a frame rate higher than 30 frames per second actually works out okay. But anything above that, the syncing problem starts happening. It can't render that. It can't edit, nothing. So, that means that I can still make videos. Ideally, if I record everything lower than, your 30 or lower frames per second, I can still make the videos for them. So I realized, like, oh shoot, I could have actually been making stuff. However, that means I still cannot make Super Metroid Experience. It's not possible, because I need to be able to see 60 frames per second, because that's how the game runs. And for example, like Samus gets hit, she takes damage, right? And she will flicker. at 60 frames per second. Okay, so if she's flickering at 60 frames per second, you can watch this in like the first or second part. I hadn't had this rendered properly by that point, but you can watch those segments, and if Samus gets damaged during that, she might either vanish or you'll see her the entire time. And the reason she'll vanish is because transparency on the Super Nintendo, it's either on one frame or off one frame. And if you are watching 60 frames per second and you turn that into 30, you have to choose one or the other, and that's the only frame that you're seeing. So there's the problem. So you can't see that at 60 frames per second. I can't actually make it until I have that working. So until like right this moment, I can finally tell you, yes, I am able to do it. I am healthy enough to do it. I mean, I have this now. It's a little bigger, but I'm sure I'll make fun of myself in a future video with that. There's other stuff I'd like to make videos for. There's a lot that's been going on, a lot I want to do stuff about. But luckily, I have been able to keep up on the live stream series, and I'm happy that I'm able to do that. NES Quest is going to be tomorrow as I record this. It's going to be Tuesday. Zach is going to be here in person for it. And obviously, I'm continuing doing new games. I'm doing Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance playthrough, and that's going on the weekends until when we finally finish that. As of now, we're going to be starting a new playthrough of Pokemon Gold, where I secretly shiny hunted a whole team for us to beginning to end, play the entire game. And if I'm up for it, I was even thinking, because I don't really like things going out with a whimper. I want this whole shiny hunting thing to be done. Clearly I'm not really interested in the new Pokemon games, the new stuff that, like, I'm not throwing out my clothes or anything, but like the new games, they are what they are. And, I'm going back to the old ones because, like, it's fun. It's a good, happy time. Let's just have a good time playing one last round of an old Pokemon game on the channel. I'll call it quits after that. And maybe, just maybe, I might make Ho-Oh, a Gen 2 Ho-Oh, my final shiny Pokemon that I ever hunt. So I'm thinking about that still. Let me know what you think. But anyway, that's something that I've got coming up. Playing with myself episodes are still going to be coming. I have to get back into it. It's taken a lot of time. Like, honestly, right now, as I record this, is like my only free time in the day when I can get my daughter to try and nap. And she hates napping, and usually she's running around her room like a Tasmanian devil, and I've got to let her out eventually, and there goes the rest of my time. Like, I have no time to film anything unless it's like midnight, and I need sunlight to film anything. So, I've lost like most of my time anymore, but I mean, I'm still happy with what I'm doing. I'm having a good time. Hopefully, I'm not like disappointed with YouTube and like giving up on it or anything. I only made YouTube videos because I enjoyed it anyway. And I think the numbers on the channel should have made that clear, If you see a channel that the quality's really nice, but like the views aren't there, clearly the person who's making it cares about what they do. And it's not about making money. It's not about trying to push stuff to other people. I'm trying to talk about games and introduce stuff to people and have a fun time doing it at the same time. So hopefully that's what you were getting out of this. I'm sorry that there's been a long series of quiet time here. But like I said, I haven't had any feedback on what to do with this video problem. I'm still like having some minor symptoms of my concussion, so that's kind of sucks. But like by now, I'm almost completely better. But that has been a large reason why I wasn't able to make stuff on top of the videos going kerplunk, because I couldn't edit anything. So I just wanted to like give you a heads up. That's what's going down. I'm trying my best to catch up with everything. I might even make some more videos on like the Magic the Gathering decks I'd updated. I was thinking of making a new version because people are continuously asking for a deck list, even though that wasn't really the point. But yeah, also talking about board game stuff. I've got like a lot of board game miniatures lately, and I set all these things up. I strung them with rope lighting, and the one over here that we have is Dark Souls. I've actually been painting a lot of these figures in here. So I've been finishing a lot of big Perler stuff. I just finished a huge Metal Gear Solid clock, and I've been planning this thing for almost like 8 years. Okay, and finally over the course of 3 years, I think, finally completed it with Perler beads. It's going to be huge. I'm going to give you a video about it. I'm also planning on making a video showing off this here. I got my brother, he, how do I explain this? So he's got his own jewelry store, and he's doing really well for himself, always busy, and he's like He's really great at like taking old parts and like finding a way to rebuild something new out of it. So I had an idea for him. I kind of wanted to have something of his because I'm proud of my brother. And he went out and I asked him if he could make a ring from Dark Souls, and he actually did it here, and he did it for pretty cheap too. I was really shocked. So anyway, I'm probably gonna make a video showing off some cool stuff that my brother's done. He can like ship stuff too, so if anybody's interested, letting you know he can make pretty much like anything you can imagine of video game stuff. If it's not like too ornate, I mean he's not a blacksmith, but you know. There's a lot of crazy stuff they can do now with just 3D printing parts and molds and stuff like that. So you never know. Gotta ask him. But anyway, wanted to give you a quick catch up of what's been taking up all my time. I am really sorry about the delay in videos. I wanted to at least like do my due diligence and pop up and say something before I suddenly start posting videos again. So that like the comment section on whatever the newest video is, maybe the Emmy video of the Figma coming in, much less next might be the Playing With Myself episode that has been going on for a very long time. I may have to put off Chrono Trigger. The plan was Chrono Trigger was going to be my next episode, and that's when I was grabbing super old footage. I don't want to spoil the gags in it, but super old footage I did from like 2006, 2007, and like use the time travel gimmick of me going back and forth through time, you know, talking to the old version of myself and like making the review, you know, stuff like that. But the frame rate problem for some reason was also affecting those really old videos and was affecting my current stuff that I was filming. So I was kind of stuck. I'm still not sure if I'm even going to be able to do that for the time being. I'm going to need this Magix company who like might have gone out of business for all I know. That like they just radio silence. I just have not responded to me. I've even opened a new ticket and like entered like my information again in case for some reason they put me on like a do not reply list, which I don't know why they would do something like that. I detailed exactly what this is, what my issue is. This is how I replicate it on my system. I can't figure it out. Please help me. Nothing. So, and Zach has the same problem. He did the same thing. He got the same video program, and that's why Hitbox, Zach does the editing for Hitbox. Hitbox just kind of stopped. So, when I came to that realization, I said, okay, the frame rate seems to be the issue. I told Zach, okay, I'll tell you this program you can download, and just like convert the video into 30 frames per second. You can edit it then we can start putting it back up. Hopefully, Hitbox will at least start coming back online too. And honestly, I was thinking because of like all this time between, what was it, like May was the last time I was able to upload something to now. I'm thinking that I'm going to switch Playing With Myself from a weekly show into a monthly show. I know I feel really, I'm like slowly scaling back everything that I've been doing. Even when I was in grad school, I was still doing a video every single day. Granted, those videos that were popping up every day were like Let's Plays and stuff like that. They were pretty easy to edit. You know, like doing a Monster Hunter monster episode, that was pretty easy. And then all of a sudden there's like a Cute Charm one. That took a little bit more editing, but still I was able to get it done. You know, like randomizers and things like that. It wasn't so bad. I was able to get it done and do all my grad work and go to work, you know, like real work. But no. Now trying to do like full-time stay-home dad with a 3-year-old and try to homeschool her at the same time. Oh my God, man, things are so expensive. Stuff is so hard to do lately. Man, it's really tough. It's really tough. And honestly, it was a little disheartening not seeing comments or people disappointed that I'm not uploading new stuff. I mean, I always like to assume or hope that what I'm uploading is making a difference for somebody out there. If you appreciate any of the videos that I've done, please let me know. I do read every comment. I respond to most people too. And it really means a lot to me. So I'd like to hear what you'd like to see for the rest of the channel, where I should prioritize myself. If you think like, hey, maybe if it's easier that I just kind of like put Playing With Myself on a hiatus until like things kind of die down a bit. Honestly, like teaching a 3-year-old, it's gotta get easier than this. Like right now, it's just, oh, it's maddening. It's really tough. I mean, she's trying, but there's some parts where, man, she's not trying. It's so hard. But I'm doing my best, and let me know if like what you would want me to prioritize. What's your favorite thing to see on the channel? If it really is playing with myself reviews, then I can like find a way. Like if I could just prioritize those. Maybe Hitbox is the one that goes on a bit of hiatus. Though there's a lot of episodes Zach and I have been wanting to do. Hopefully you enjoy NES Quest and our playthroughs that we do on regular games. Those seem to be the easiest. Just doing a regular live stream, I can schedule time for when Kim is gonna watch. Excuse me. I can't even edit this video, so that's stuck in here too. Where Kim is gonna watch Clover, and I can sit down and just do a live stream, and usually that's fine. Other than that, like my only time to actually have any me time and play games is late at night after everyone's gone to bed, which is not healthy. I have been staying up way too late because I already have insomnia problems, and then on top of that, I can't convince myself to go to sleep when my only free time is between like 10 and midnight. Okay, like that's it. So like every single night. So I'm constantly cleaning, taking care of this little girl. I mean, I'm enjoying what I do. I am, but I'm just letting you know from my side of the screen, things are crazy. So. Anyway, just wanted to give you an update. Sorry this took so long. I really could have just said, hey, the video program is still kind of a problem, but there might actually be videos coming soon. Zach might just be able to make some Hitbox episodes. I don't really know, man. But here I am. It's a totals.